Hi guys, it's Rob here with your 15th Unity tutorial, and these next couple of tutorials are going to be taking you through the entire navigation of Unity. So up here, first we have the File tab, New Scene, which is just to create a new scene, Open Scene to open a scene that you've already created and saved, Save Scene, which is when you've already saved the scene as something and you just want to resave it, Save Scene As, which is for the first time you're saving a scene, where you're going to give that scene a name, New Project, which is going to open a whole new Unity project. Open Project, which is going to open a Unity project that you've already saved. Save Project to save not just this scene, but your entire project. You have Build Settings, which are when you're ready to build this game and to put a copy on the internet. Build and Run, which is going to build and then run the game. Or Exit, which will just close the tab. Oh, actually, it'll close the whole Unity. So let me just pop that back open. Okay. So basically the difference between a scene and a project is your entire game file. A scene is just this specific window. And you can have multiple scenes hopefully within your one game project. For edit here we have your traditional undo, redo, cut, copy, paste, duplicate, delete. So duplicate just makes a copy of, delete just gets rid of it. Frame selected, lock view to selected, find, select all. Preferences, where you could set up your defaults to Unity's defaults to things that are more customized. Modules, play, pause, step. Selection, project settings, render settings. Those are some important ones. The rest you don't really need to know right now. Then you have assets, create. You can create a folder to keep your assets organized. JavaScript, C# or Boost script, shader script, or compute shader. You could make a prefab here. Material, cube map, or lens flare, animator controller, animation, animator override controller, or avatar mask, physics material, physics 2D material, GUI skin, and custom font. You have show and explorer, import new asset, which is where when you've downloaded an asset from a third-party source such as a website, you're going to import that new asset into your game project. Import package, custom package. Again, if you're importing a whole package of assets from a website that you've downloaded from a website into Unity, and these are just a bunch of things you could import, packages you could import that are actually in Unity already. These right here. Actually, these are the names. So if you had, like, for example, scripts, you would just import that. But you normally want to go custom package here if you're doing something off the internet. Export package, refresh. That's about all you need to know there. You have for your game object, you create an empty game object. Create an empty child, which means it's going to be parented to that game object. You have 3D object, your cube, sphere, capsule, cylinder, plane, quad, ragdoll, cloth, terrain, tree, wind zone. Your 2D object, which is a sprite. You have a bunch of lights you could use, audio, UI, that's really important. Particle system, camera. The only thing I want to point out is with the new UI, as of Unity 4.6, all that stuff has to be taken care of in a function in your script called onGUI. But more about that possibly in a later tutorial. For component, you have mesh, effects, physics, physics 2D, navigation, audio, rendering, layout, miscellaneous, event, UI. But that's when you have something selected. So now you go to component, and now you could use all these components on the camera that you've just selected. For window, you have new window, previous window, layouts. This is where you could change up your layouts here. You have a 2x3 layout, right? This is what 2x3 layout looks like. You could have a 4 split. You could have a default, which is what I was just in. I prefer the default personally, but some of these are really cool. You have the tall, and you have the wide. And you could save your layouts, you can delete your layouts, make custom layouts. Scene, game. So basically you have, let's just go back to the default real quick. Okay, so you have scene right here. This is game, so this is how you could actually look at like what it's actually going to look like in the game. This is your scene. You would hit play here. Remember, the changes that you hit while you're in play, the changes that you make while you're in play mode aren't saved. So don't just pause your game when you're going to make changes. You want to unclick that play. So now you're out of play mode, and all the changes you make can be saved and permanent. If you just made changes while you were here, those changes would be deleted when you came out of play mode. And that's about it for this tutorial, guys. Thanks, and I'll see you in the tutorial number 16.